Ever found yourself needing new equipment to grow your business, but you just don't want to drain your cash reserves to get it? Well, in this explainer, we're going to demystify two really powerful financial tools that can help you do just that: leasing and hire purchase. Pretty much every business hits this exact problem. You need that expensive piece of gear, machinery, a fleet of vehicles, new computers, to take things to the next level. But buying it all outright, that could seriously cripple your cash flow. So what are your options? All right, let's look at our first option. This one focuses on a really simple but powerful idea. What if you could get all the benefits of using an asset without the massive financial headache of actually owning it? That, right there, is the core idea behind leasing. The easiest way to think about it is like a long-term rental. You, as the lessee, pay the owner, the lessor, a regular fee. And in return, you get to use that asset to its full potential, even though, legally, you never actually own it. But, and this is a big but, not all leases are the same. A financial lease is more like a long-term commitment. You're on the hook for maintenance, but you usually get the option to buy the asset for a bargain price at the end. An operating lease, on the other hand, is much more like a simple rental. It's shorter, you can often cancel it, and the owner is the one who has to worry about repairs and the equipment becoming outdated, not you. And this flexibility is really leasing's superpower. For instance, with a sale and leaseback, you could sell a building you already own to get a big injection of cash and then immediately lease it back so you can keep using it. Or maybe you're a startup. You could get a lease where your payments are tiny at the beginning and then grow as your revenue picks up. The contracts can be tailored for almost any situation you can think of. So let's boil it down. Why would you choose leasing? Well, it protects your cash, for one. It can offload the risk of owning technology that's going to be obsolete in a couple of years. And it gives you these flexible payment plans that can actually adapt to your business's cash flow, all while maybe, just maybe, leaving the door open to buy the asset down the road. Okay, but what if just having access for a while isn't enough? What if your goal from day one is permanent ownership? Well, if that's the case, there's a whole other path for you: hire purchase. This is pretty much a rent-to-own agreement, but for business assets. You make regular payments over a set period of time, and once you make that very last payment, poof, ownership automatically transfers over to you. It's yours. The whole journey is really straightforward. You put down a down payment, you get to take the asset and start using it right away, and you just pay it off in installments. When the payment schedule is done, that asset is officially on your company's books. Simple as that. Now, here's a huge advantage of hire purchase, and it often shows up around tax time. Because the law sees you as the eventual owner, your business can typically claim tax relief on the interest portion of your payments and on the asset's depreciation. That can be a really significant financial win. Okay, so we've got leasing on one side, which is all about access, and hire purchase on the other, which is the clear path to ownership. So how do you decide which one is right for your business and for your specific situation? Let's put them head to head, because the core differences become crystal clear. With hire purchase, ownership isn't a question, it's the guaranteed outcome. With leasing, it's either just an option or it's completely off the table. And this has a direct impact on who gets those valuable tax deductions for depreciation. Usually, that's you with a hire purchase, but it's the finance company in a lease. Now, it's really important to know that these days, the lines between these two have gotten pretty blurry. Those old rules of thumb, leasing is for machines, hire purchase is for trucks, they don't really hold up anymore. For most businesses, the decision now really boils down to one critical question: which of these options gives us the better outcome on our tax return? So, you see, the choice isn't just a financial calculation, it's strategic. You have to ask yourself, are we paying for temporary access, valuing flexibility above everything else? If so, that's a vote for leasing. Or, are we investing in a permanent asset to build our company's long-term value? Well, that's hire purchase. Knowing which one of those questions you're actually trying to answer, that is the key to making the smart call.